Welcome to Ichie's Clan. Please make yourselves comfortable. Good evening, housemates. You're welcome to Ichie's Court. I'm sure you've been briefed about what's going to happen tonight, about the task. But before I say anything further, I would like to hand over to my co-judge to give further information about what's going to happen tonight. You're welcome once again. Thank you.
Good evening, housemates. You're welcome to the presentation for today. As earlier discussed, you've all been grouped into groups of 4 and 4 persons contained in each group. The debate is going to be based on 2 topics. Jungle justice should be abolished and abortion should be made legal. So what I want to say is, you know the importance of task in your stay in the house, so please treat as important. The idea of the game is that the winner of this particular presentation, the best performance tonight, group-wise, will be awarded with 200 votes. And that means that each member of the group takes 50-50 each. Is that understood, everybody? Is that understood? Yes. All right. So I want you to please note that you'll be judged based on 1, your content, which is the number of points you're able to raise, 2, your fluency, 3, your mechanical accuracy, your voicing, and your time and stage management. Ladies and gentlemen, are we good to go now? Yeah. All right. We'll be beginning with jungle justice should be abolished. For the group that is supporting the motion, this is how we are going to have it. The head speaker will come in here and have 2 minutes for introduction and then for opening the groundwork into the presentation. While the head speaker is speaking, the other head speaker for the group that is against this particular motion will get ready and then come in here to counter what the head speaker said. Other members of the group have 1 minute to continue the debate. Is that understood, or should I take it again? Assuming all instructions have been understood, the presentation will now begin. The group supporting the motion, jungle justice should be abolished. The head speaker can now head out to the stage.
Good day, everyone. Standing before you is Faith Nurushi, contestant CY037. I'm supporting the motion which states that jungle justice should be abolished. Before I proceed, I would like to define jungle justice. Jungle justice is anything but just. It is a form of a mob rule in which a person takes laws into their own hands by punishing and it can also be defined as Um, okay. I don't know.
The next speaker from the opposing team, please.
Good day, honorable adjudicators, members of my team, members of the opposing team, and the general public. My name is Alabemus Ajibola, aka Maverick, contestant number TY133. I'm a member of the affirmative side for jungle justice. Before I proceed, I'd like to give a quick definition of the term jungle justice. Jungle justice may be defined as an act of public extrajudicial killing of whereby an alleged criminal is beaten, humiliated, or executed. So I start. I am in support of jungle justice, and here are my reasons. First, jungle justice is a fast and direct reply to any form of killing. In this present age, where there is high rate of crime, jungle justice may be key to curbing or totally silencing the increment of this brute. In case where offenders are forgiven and murderers, we can give a fast reply, like taking an eye for an eye or a tooth for a tooth, may be the best. Second, jungle justice exhibits egalitarianism in the sense that in cases where offenders make criminal cases, because of their affluence and influence, they tend to escape because they bribe government officials so as not to get punished. But in the case, jungle justice does not give room for this because a total and final punishment is given right at the point.
Hello everyone, my name is Lizzie David, contestant number TY077. Standing on the existing protocol, I would like to add up to what my teammate said, but before then, what is jungle justice? We all know that jungle justice is when a crowd humiliates, beats, or executes a criminal in public, and such barbaric action is uncalled for, inhuman, and needs to be abolished. One of the reasons why such barbaric action needs to be abolished is because we all agree that jungle justice is a disregard in the rule of law, and so therefore people tend to take laws into their hands, which leads to the loss of innocent lives. Secondly,
time out.
Yeah, my name is Cindy Ume, and I'm here to support. The motion which states that jungle justice should be in the society. Jungle justice could help to stop people from stealing when they know that when you steal, you could be burned or you could be beaten or humiliated. So when people know that that could happen to them, it will enable them to stop stealing or to stop any act that could lead them to be burnt. Secondly, jungle justice is good in the society because it could reduce the amount of rape in the society. When you rape someone and you know that you can be burnt or you could be beaten, you will tend to not do that. So the process of it, you stop, you would not want to be born, and you will not want to
Time out.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Trimbolet, contestant CY100. I'm here to support the motion that jungle justice should be abolished. In addition to what my teammates said, jungle justice gives avenue for the exploitation and extortion of both national and international security. A horrifying example is that in which an innocent person is killed. An innocent person is killed due to mistaken identity or false alarm. For example, in 2012, in the University of Port Harcourt, 4 vibrant young men were killed for being accused of something that they did not do. It was later discovered that these 4 young men were actually innocent of those accusations, but they were already burnt by angry mobs already to death, and there was no way for them to come back to life. Another point is jungle justice.
Time out.
Good day, everyone. I'm Mary, contestant number 078. I'm here to oppose the motion which says jungle justice should stay in country. Okay, according to my teammates, jungle justice puts hatred in the heart of the offenders, knowing fully well that
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adajo Judith Ijuma, aka Adanme, contestant CY69. I'm here to support the motion that jungle justice should be abolished in the society. And here are the few points of mine. According to my opposing team, he said that a tooth for a tooth, an eye for an eye. And I'm here to tell him that a tooth for a tooth, an eye for an eye leaves everyone blind. And I don't see the reason why a citizen should take the laws into their hands, defining the fundamental human rights for fair to life, the right to life, and the right to fair hearing. Why would someone take a hearsay as an opportunity to raid, manhandle, and kill an innocent citizen? That is inhumane. Humanity comes first before anything. We are human first before any gender. So with these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you that.
Good day, everyone. Standing on the already existing protocol, I'm here to support the motion that says jungle justice to remain. First of all, I want us to look into the security system of Nigeria. If you have an issue of criminals attacking your home and you call the Nigeria police, it will take up to an hour for them to come to your rescue. But with the help of jungle justice, I think the youth around can actually assist you to put them in their rightful place. Secondly, let's check the political system of Nigeria. Nigerians use the youth them to commit violence in the society, and at the end of the day, would also use the security to go against them. But if they send out the thugs, which is the youth, to the streets to commit suicide, I think with the help of jungle justice, you can actually put those people in their right place. With this few points of my, I hope I'm not.
All right. We're making progress. Now we want to conclude the debate.
My opposing team here talked about rape. I can remember vividly how Maxwell was killed the other day because of false accusations. Why? Because there was no evidence. And we were actually told that Mary told us she was raped. How? Why? We had no evidence. But because we were hungry, because whenever you say the rape tag, everybody gets so emotional. And because of that, Max was killed. We later found out that because she was rejected, Maxwell had to take a fall for it. I don't see why someone who doesn't have the right to judge someone will come out and say, because you're angry or you harbor hatred for somebody, and you call it a jungle justice, or you're taking laws into your hands. For crying out so loud, we're living in a democratic country. There's a human rights. There's rule of law for crying out so loud. So why do we need jungle justice? Why? You're talking about the police? The police is your friend. Go to the station, go to court, and fight for your rights. People who are lazy to follow the law are those complaining about the rules and regulations of the country. Thank you.
Here, in conclusion, a member of the opposing team said, an eye for an eye makes everyone goes blind. Yeah, I think we'd rather be blind than watch the affluent ones have their sight. Why we? Because we cannot dip hands in our pockets and pay corrupt official members, will go blind while some people retain their eyes. Then she also spoke of human rights, which is wrong. I can't even speak to the police. They say police is our friend, but even of the slightest complaint, I go to the police station, I have to bail myself because I have to pay, even though I know nothing of the crime. So I don't think this is valid. I remain on my stand that jungle justice should be made state in Nigeria because it serves to poses threats on up and coming offenders. Thank you.
All right. That was a very good presentation from those who debated on jungle justice should be abolished. Right now we want to go to the next topic for discussion. Abortion should be legalized. The head speaker for the proposing team, can you please get on the stage?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Fitness David from Team 4. I am here to speak in support of the topic that abortion should be made legal. Before I proceed further, I would like to define what abortion is. Abortion can be defined or explained as the removal or the termination of a pregnancy, fetus, not a baby. Science has proven that a fetus is not a baby. It is not a human being. A fetus is like a brain-dead person. Because why? It lacks consciousness and self-awareness. So because of that, abortion and murder cannot be put in the same sentence. And meanwhile, we all know that life starts at where? Birth, not conception. Furthermore, as a human rights activist, I strongly believe that people have their rights and they should be given the freedom to express this right. The legalization of abortion provides people, couples, women with the right to decide when they are ready to have children or not. We all know that it is not easy to raise children. To raise a child, it's not easy. We know the daunting challenges and tasks. We know everything associated with raising a child. And even for people that have all the resources, financially they are capable, mentally they are capable, health-wise they are fit. It's not easy. Not to talk of people who know that they are not ready. Financially they are not stable, mentally they are not stable. Like, I've not been able to take care of myself. I cannot provide 3 square meters for myself, and you're telling me to have a child. Come on, let's be humane. What's the point of bringing someone into this world when I've not learned to take care of myself, when I've not learned to love myself? And again, parenthood should be enjoyed. Parenthood is an experience. Motherhood is an experience that should be looked forward to. Motherhood should not be an experience that should be endured or tolerated. There should be joy and smiles in the mom's eyes when she carries a baby. There should be that joy. She should not be thinking, oh, how do I take care of this child? How do I...
Good evening, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mercy J, contestant CY169. I am of the opposing team. I am here to oppose the motion, abortion should be legalized. First of all, before I proceed, I would like to define abortion. Etymologically, abortion is derived from 2 Latin words, abortus and abortive, which means miscarriages, untimely birth, or demise due to difficult birth, respectively. Abortion in a layman's term is stopping or ending what has already begun. To back up this definition and also further to oppose the motion, from the law view, the end of civil and criminal law is to protect and safeguard human life and all the properties that makes life endurable. That's why even 228 to 230 of the Criminal Code Act and 232 of the Penal Code Act of Nigeria Constitution protects human life against abortion. Personhood criterion. At first, as human beings, it is of our own opinion that makes life and death. And according to Callahan, abortion is the death of a fetus. Thus, it means the killing, ending, and termination of a fetus. That means death. And for death to exist, life first must exist. So I counter the opinion of my opponents that life begins from birth and not conception. Because for something to die, you must first live. I move to my third point, which is maternal indication. Regardless of the society concern of a mother's psychological, physiological, and physical well-being, the well-being of a child has to be considered as it was the mother's consent to bring that fetus into existence.
Time out.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Isaiah Sophia, aka Sophie, contestant TY81. I'm proposing the motion which says abortion should be legalized in our society. According to what my teammates said, in accordance to what my teammates said, when a case of rape occurs and the child is not mentally stable, the stigma, the shame, and everything, and when thereby she gives birth to the child, she might be looking at the child with reproach. And secondly, when in the case of financial stability, when there's no money to take care of the child, there's no money to take care of the child, either by paying the child's school fees, clothing the child, housing the child, and the child's basic necessities. So with these few points of mine, I like to propose the motion that
Standing on existing protocols, I would like to counter my proposed team members. First, I would like to ask, if abortion was legalized in the country, would you be alive? That's one. Secondly, if you know that you cannot be able to take care of your children, first, don't go into sexual act, because sexual act was meant for married couples and for pleasure. So if you know that you cannot be able to take care of your children, first, don't go into sexual act. Abstain from sex. That's one. And then the church, I'm trying to tackle them from the religious aspect. In the beginning, God created Adam and Eve and said that, come into the world, multiply, fill the earth. That is the reason for procreation. Now, if you legalize abortion, nobody will be existing in the world. It will be, everywhere will just be, just like a desert. I'm here to tell them that abortion should not be legalized in our country.
Good day, everyone. My name is Martin Shidiogo Bidile, aka OG Martin. I'm here to support the motion which said abortion should be legalized. In most cases, hospitals, like health facilities like hospitals, clinics, are rejecting girls or women that want to go for abortion, leading them to this rejection can lead them to candidalistic or traditional healers. What I mean by this, when anybody, like when a woman or a girl go to traditional healer, they get a pill from them that can cause, that you get a pill from them that they may take for abortion. Later on, it can cause damaged wounds, constant bleeding, miscarriage, and this can cause a long or short term of health problem or can lead to death. And in most cases, this abortion leads to abortion that those hospitals are not allowed for them to go. It can also cause mental health for the girls and also the women that are going for it. And also, abortion should be legalized so that the hospitals or any health facilities can carry out.
Good evening, everybody. My name is J Morningstar, contestant CY061. Before I go into my points, I'll quickly clarify a mistake from your point. Now, abortion, if legalized, has a 100% chance of success. Why do I say so? The only thing that makes abortion unsuccessful is when you go to a quack place to do it. So if it is actually legalized, you have a 100% chance of success. And I'll put this in statistics. Now, for death rates in general, in 1 to 100,000 women, we have a 13% chance of death via birth rate. But if abortions are carried out, we have like a 1% chance of death rate. What does that mean? That simply means that if it is legalized, this means if every hospital can carry out abortions, it will be easier to reduce mortality rate for women. And another thing I would like to also counter is the religious aspect. Now, for me, I believe in logical reasoning, right? Religion is a very interesting part of the whole situation, but for me, logical reasoning is more important. Procreation is choice. It's not by mistake. If a lady, for example, gets raped, what happens? She has to bear the grunt of a man that she doesn't know that raped her. If abortion is not legalized, how does she cope with the stigma in the society of rape? That's just one point. Secondly, to state again, when my opponent was also talking about conception, birth, life starts from conception and not birth. Life actually starts from
Time
birth.
out.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Cassie, contestant CY06, and I'm here to oppose the motion which says abortion should be legalized in Nigeria. Abortion can never be legalized in Nigeria because if it were to be legalized, there will never be a rule that opposes it. In Constitution 123, Section 232, it states that anyone who engages in the act would be jailed for 14 years in prison. I feel like abortion should never be legalized because it causes a lot of damages to a person. It causes excessive bleeding, synapses and septics, mistaking infections of the fallopian tubes, and thank you.
The proposing team has extra 11 seconds.
Perfect.
So, can we have it, please?
Okay. I'm back again. J Morningstar is the name, contestant CY061. To reaffirm my point and in conclusion, I would still like to counter the last speech from my opponent. Now, basically speaking, the only thing that causes complication, I repeat, in abortions is because it's not legalized. And this pushes women to dark corners and quack places to carry out abortions. Now, abortion, another word for abortion can be dilation and cartilage. That means evacuation. The process of abortion is quite simple. It just simply involves induction, inducing the woman, and the fetus gets weak and is sucked out. So if that is done legally in a well arranged health setting, it never goes wrong. I repeat, there's only a 1% chance of abortion leading to death if done legally. We have other countries that legalize abortion, and they have the lowest mortality rate when it comes to birth rate. In Nigeria, the reason why we have very high mortality rate when it comes to birth is because most women are pushed into having children they're not ready for. And this is something that has affected both ladies and increased the level of prostitution, the crime rate in the society, because many people can't cater for the needs of their children because they could not abort the children when they did not want to bear the children.
Time out.
Thank you.
In conclusion, I'd like to counter what the last speaker said. He said that a fetus is not a living thing, but a fetus is made of 40 chromosomes. And according to physics, every mass that a movement is only done by a mass in movement, and a fetus moves. And also, talking about, we're not here to talk about dates or what's right or what's wrong. First of all, even in rape cases, abortion is still not an option. If abortion was an option for most of the people that were raped, we won't have the people, most of the world builders and world changers we have today. Abortion has been a thing that's come to take away most of the precious. Life itself is sacred and is very, very precious because of the value that is being attached to it. And on that note, I will still conclude and say that abortion shouldn't be legalized. Even your team member was confused at some point and was supporting us that abortion should not be legalized. So what's the point? What is it all about? I get that this is a zero. I will sit on the motion abortion should not be legalized.
Time out.
All right. I want to say well done to every one of you for participating in today's task. It was a wonderful experience. I enjoyed listening to every team that came out here. So once again, put your hands together for yourselves. I would like to pass a very important information. The next eviction was supposed to happen on Saturday, but it's been shifted to Sunday, so everybody can have the opportunity to participate for the Saturday party. Do you understand? So yeah, that will be all for now. You can all go back to your rooms. Thank you so much for coming out.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Got a lot of things I wanna say. I got some plum on the way. Oh, yeah, you're ready to be